Greetings friends, it's me, Wayman29, and I just wanted to come on and do a scholarly video. I've been getting kind of behind on that sort of thing. I've been watching all of your videos on what you think about religion, and I have gigs and gigs of videos on my computer saved, and I go through them so I can kind of get a general feel of thoughts of belief systems and religions and what people are talking about, what people are doing, and how it influences society. And I haven't read any scholarly stuff in quite a while. And I just got to the latest Biblical Archaeology Review issue, and they had a really good article in here I wanted to talk about. It was on the Dead Sea Scroll stone that was found, Gabriel's Revelation. Now, when I was watching videos on this, and in the media, everybody took to the idea of the 3-day motif. However, there was a lot of information buried in that people just overlooked, and we have a translation of that now, and it's a really good translation. And BAR posted it in their latest magazine here. It's September-October 2008. And the article is entitled, I'll post a link to it in the translation and the stone, so you can take a look at it. The title is The Messiah, Son of Joseph, Gabriel's Revelation and the Birth of a New Messianic Model. So what they're saying here, I guess what I have a hard time with is you're not really sure on what's been influenced by Christianity. But possibly if this was a little bit earlier, we have the budding ideas of Messianic models, definitely in the Dead Sea Scrolls. Giza Vermes in his complete Dead Sea Scrolls has plenty of Messianic text coming out of that, so it's nothing different. But what's really fascinating is people overlooked, and in this article, Israel's Null talks about this in the Babylonian Talmud, Sukkah 52a. I'm just going to read this portion, and because it ends up being quite interesting, because you can compare it to what Jesus says about it in the New Testament, and we'll look at that too. The rabbis taught the Messiah ben David, who as we hope will appear in the near future, the Holy One, blessed be He, will say to him, "Ask something of me, and I will give it to thee, as it is written." Psalms 2, 7-8. I will announce the decree. Ask it of me, and I will give it, etc. But, as the Messiah ben David will have been that Messiah ben Joseph who preceded him was killed, he will say before the Lord, Lord of the universe, I will ask nothing of thee but life. And the Lord will answer, this was prophesied already for thee by thy father David. Psalms 21:5. Life hath he asked of thee, thou givest it to him. So here we have Messiah, son of Joseph, Messiah, son of David. What's interesting is in the idea of Christ, where he talks about this in Mark 12:36. Also in Matthew 22:41-46, and Luke 20:41-44. Jesus is teaching on the Temple Mount. Israel Null writes here, surprisingly, he rejects the idea that the Messiah is son of David. How can the scribes say, Jesus asked, that Christ is the son of David? To demonstrate that the Messiah is not the son of David, Jesus quotes Psalm 110, attributed in the Hebrew Bible to David himself, as the text of Mark 12:36 recites. David speaks in the psalm. David himself, inspired by the Holy Spirit, declared. Jesus then recites a passage from Psalms. The Lord said to my Lord, sit at my right hand, till I put thy enemies under thy feet. Jesus then uses this passage to prove his point. David calls himself the Messiah Lord, so how is he his son? Which is really interesting. And so apparently there were two parallel, maybe even more that we don't know about, Messianic ideas about that. And you can go to the BAR website and take a look at the translation, take a look at the stone. It's very fascinating, and also some literature relating to that in the article on that. So be well, friends, and take care. And remember, if everybody's thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking.